Hi everyone, I'm Whitney and I post a new video every week to help sewers of all skill levels learn new projects and techniques. This week I have a bonus video that is all about drawstring bags. I have several drawstring bag tutorials already on my YouTube channel and each one is different in some way, so I thought today I would kind of walk you through each tutorial and show you kind of some of the highlights of them and what separates each one from the other one. That way if you've been wanting to make a drawstring bag, hopefully this video will help you figure out which of the tutorials is right for you. I'm going to start off with the easiest drawstring bag and kind of work my way up from there, but don't feel like any of these are too hard for you, even if you are newer to sewing, because I do make it my goal with every single tutorial that I share to try to break it down so that it is understandable for everyone of every sewing skill level. All of the tutorials that I mention in this video will be linked in a playlist that you can find in the video description. First up is my drawstring produce bag. This is definitely the easiest because it is unlined and you only have one piece of fabric to deal with for each bag. The tutorial is a good introduction to French seams, which is a nice way to finish seams on unlined projects. I actually designed this bag with the intention of using them at the grocery store, but am actually using them to hold cosplay accessories at the moment. I put all of the accessories inside and hang the bag on the hanger that the costume is on, so everything is all together. Next up is my 30-minute drawstring bag, and this one has a flange or a ruffle or whatever you want to call it at the top to make it look a little bit fancier. It makes a great gift bag, but it still is pretty simple to make because it is just 2 outer pieces and 2 lining pieces. Another one that makes a great gift bag is my drawstring bag with the contrasting casing. This bag does involve more pieces, so more time is spent cutting the fabric, but it is still easy to make. The contrasting casing helps the bag look more complicated than it really is, so in other words, it looks more impressive when you use it as a gift bag. And once you've made a couple of them, they are super fast to make. I made several last Christmas in all different sizes to use as reusable gift bags. Then there is the drawstring bag with the boxed bottom. It is similar to the 30-minute drawstring bag that I mentioned just a little bit ago because it has the ruffled bit at the top, but I made that top part with a contrasting fabric, and this time the bag features boxed corners at the bottom. I love adding boxed corners to bags because it gives the bag more dimension, so there is depth besides just the height and width. Boxing corners does bump the difficulty level up just a little bit, but as long as you take your time and follow along with the video, you can totally do it. Next is my rainbow drawstring bag. This one has a pieced section in the bag front, a separate casing at the top, and a boxed bottom. On most of these bags, your seam allowance doesn't have to be super accurate, but on this one, you do want to try to maintain a consistent seam allowance so your pieced front ends up the same size as the rest of your bag body sections. And of course, you don't have to go with rainbow fabric on this one. You can use any colors or prints that you want to feature in the pieced section on the front of the bag. Okay, so we only have 2 more to go. This one is my Drawstring Project Bag. It features a structured outer body, a contrasting top section, handles, a boxed bottom, and even a bottom insert. And I know that sounds like a lot of details, but trust me, you can do it. I designed this bag so all the pieces other than the handles are cut to the same size. This way you aren't having to worry about getting your pieces all mixed up after they're cut out, which, trust me, makes things so much easier. My final bag features a circle bottom, which is completely different than all of the other bags. And if you're newer to sewing and have only sewn projects with straight lines, this probably seems very intimidating. But this is really a great project to practice sewing curves on. You can adjust the bag body as you sew to decrease or increase the seam allowance to make sure everything goes together properly. And this allows you to practice sewing those curves without having to worry about the fit like you would have to do on something like a set-in sleeve. So there you have it. Those are my 7 step-by-step drawstring bag tutorials that you can find on my YouTube channel. As I mentioned already, they are in a playlist. You can find it right over there to the side. Let me know in the comments which of these tutorials you will be trying out, because I would love to know which one sparked your interest. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all again soon. Happy sewing!